Hello, it's Don. All right, today we're not fishing. Obviously, we're on dry land. We're not working on the boat. We're not working on any jobs. Got a little slack day, and I just wasn't feeling it. A week or so ago, I was cooking some blackened American red snapper that we had caught out there, and I didn't give it a lot of thought until afterwards. I was cleaning up, and wiping out the skillet and whatnot. You notice I said wiping out. Cast iron skillet. So, over the years, I say I've gone full circle. We've all done it. We bought these non-stick pans. I've got some of these ceramic pans. They wear out all this stuff. And I'm like, well, why aren't I using my cast iron stuff anymore? Really, it's a superior product. There's nothing that's going to come off on your food. When they're properly seasoned, they don't stick. They're fantastic. You can't hurt them. You can use a metal spatula. You don't have to worry about scratching them. There's a lot to be said. So I got a couple that need to be seasoned. And start to finish, if you look it up on the internet, some people tell you to do this, do that, and they always seem to miss a step. I think one of the more important steps. So we're going to kind of go over this. Here's my Old Faithful. I cook with this all the time. I cook my eggs, I cook my bacon, I cook everything. But it's only a 10-inch pan because, it's just me and my wife, so we don't cook that much. But it's time for me to up my game because I got some company coming over. So this is what it looks like when it's done. This is seasoned. This is surface. This is ready to go. That's a non-stick pan. What do we have here? This is the one I'm preparing. And you can see it's kind of whitish looking inside. I've already done some scrubbing on that one. And that's the part that a lot of people overlook. They'll take these things out, they'll wipe them, they'll wash them in the sink or whatnot. And then they'll season them. Yeah, it works, but you just don't realize how much grub is in one of these pans. When it's new, this is all, here's one that's not been anything done with it. So this is all metal black, this is what I call metal black. This is the casting process. This has got to go. You really got to scrub this. So what are we going to do here? I'm going to set you up. We're going to do it. The other one's already been mostly scrubbed. We're all set up there. And when I say scrub it, you got to get after it. You got to get after it. I'm going to put a little water in here. I got a little bit of Dawn dish soap. And I got a steel wool. Oh, yep. We're taking out the big guns. And as you wash this, as I get to scrubbing on it, you're going to watch this pan be transformed. And look at the mud coming out of it, is what I say. The mud. If you didn't really get in here and scrub this with a steel wool, because it's a cast iron skillet, you ain't gonna do this with a sponge. You're not gonna do it with a Scotch-Brite. You gotta really get in here. And I'm washing everything inside, outside, all the sides. So let's just get after this for a few minutes. And when I say a few minutes, I'm gonna be here for a while. But you gotta do it. Literally, that's mud. Yuck. Yuck. Don't want to eat that. Okay, all that scrubbing. You can see on this side here, it's still a little black. Comparatively, I'm light over here. I got a little light there. Let's get a little more. right, I'm going to dry that out. So that one's all scrubbed out now with the Brillo pad. And this is where we start. I take it one step further, and you know, not everybody does this. Some people do, and does it make a difference? I don't know. But I take my sander out and I sand the bottom of these pans smooth. You know, they're coarse. It's just the way it is. It's cast iron. And if you was to season that now, I mean, that you know, like this one, it's been scrubbed out. It's scrubbed good. And if you're to season it properly, you just wipe it all down with some cooking oil. Turn it upside down. I put it over a cookie sheet in the oven. Set your oven, you know, at 350, 400 degrees. Put it in there, just leave it for an hour. Come back, take it out, and that oil cooks into that pan. It's seasoned. You know, when you're cooking with these on down the line, you don't get the Dawn dish soap out. You don't scrub it in between meals. You just, you know, scrape off whatever and wipe it off the clay. When I get done cooking, I put just a little bit of oil in it. If anything happens to stick to it, and usually not much. And then I'll just wipe it out with a towel. I'm done. That's it. I put it away, and away I go till next time I cook. So let's get the sander out. Let's do the next step. I'll set up with the sander now. So this is the next step for me, because I have a sander that'll work in this pan. You know, if you don't have sander, I don't know that I would do their hand sanding this. It might take you all day, but you know, maybe worth a try. If not, I would get another Brillo pad and I'd probably scrub on it for a solid 15 minutes. I mean, really get it good. They say you can put a Scotch-Brite and some salt in there and scrub them out, whatever, but you know, if you get that Brillo pad and really scrub it out good, you're going to get all the metal black off it anyways. The only difference is at the end of the day, it's not going to be smooth. Does that matter? No. People have been cooking with cast iron without sanding them out for a long time. What some people do, some people buy a turned pan, actually turn the inside and make it smooth. They're harder to find. Anyways, let's get after it. So I'm using an 80 grit pad, and I would probably use even more aggressive if I had it, but that's all I got right now is an 80, so that's what it's getting. Wow, look at that. So that'll take the oil nice when we season that. But you can really see the difference. This one's only been scrubbed out, and now that this one's been sanded, and you can feel the difference. You can still see the porousness in there. It's still going to take the oil. It's still going to season, but it's just that much smoother. At the end of the day, does it make any difference? I don't know, but I feel better about it. All right, let's keep working. I'm going to sand on this other pan, and then we'll meet you in the kitchen. We're going to put them in the oven. back inside. I like it in here, the air conditioner's on. All right, here's my pan, all cleaned out. We washed it one more time just because, but you can see that's really looking good. That's clean and shiny. Washed the outside too a little bit. I didn't go nuts out there, obviously. But hey, this is the easy part. Set you up. We're gonna turn our oven on. Bake, we're gonna go 375 degrees. Some people say 350, some people say 400, some people say 450. I don't know how many I'm gonna make mad, but we're going 375, and for an hour. So I got a little paper towel here. And it's got a little bit of cooking oil. Well, in this case, it's peanut oil. Does it really matter? I don't think so. We're just wiping that down inside. We're just gonna get a layer everywhere. You can use, Crisco or whatever, vegetable oil. Shortening is sometimes kind of nice because it's a little thicker. It's easier to rub on and stay there. But the key is just to get it everywhere. Inside, outside. Try not to miss any places. As much as I wash that, you can still see the little bits of metal back out there. So this is going to seal everything at the same time. Ooh, that was a mess. There we go. Put this on. Get some oil. There we go. There we go. Now what now? I've got a cooking baking sheet. Ready to rest. I'm going to make the best of it. I'm just going to drop on that sheet. There we go. It's a little sealed on the outside. Keep it from rusting when it's being stowed. And obviously, these big pans we don't use as much. We're going to try to do a. I can go out and catch me some nice sized snapper or something. See if we can't do a catch, cook, and clean. Maybe some good blackened fish, and a cast iron skillet's about as good as it gets. Just put a little light bit on the bottom. Don't go nuts down here because as soon as you put the heat, it tends to want to burn that off and make a smell in the kitchen. Just, first time you do it, after that it's gone, but just a little thin bit. All right, we got it all the way around. In the oven it goes. 375 degrees. Put the timer for an hour. Start. Okay, it's been over an hour now. It's cooled off a little bit. There's our pan. See on the bottom, it's all blacked out now, so it won't rust. If you store it, it'll stay nice. There, it's got that nice golden color to the inside. So that's all seasoned, and the more you use it, the more it'll season. It just keeps getting better. Don't scrub it out with soap and water. Just wipe it out, scrape it out with your spatula if you have to. Here's the big one that we already seasoned that one. It's all good, dry to touch. It's good, it's ready to cook. Non-stick pan. I was curious because I said they were hard to come by, the turned pans, the smooth pans, so I pulled it up on Amazon when I wasn't doing nothing there. And for a smooth cast iron skillet, comes pre-seasoned, so that must be the price. $130. So I'd say it's worthwhile to get a cheap cast iron skillet, scrub it out, sand it out, and now you've got a $130 skillet. All right, well, I hope this helped you. Have a great day.